Just need to test the volume. Yeah, Pink Dan is on comms. If you wouldn't mind, actually, just let me know if my game volume is too loud or too low for the mic. Please, if you would, as I try to figure out what is happening. So yeah, strange. Dan on comms tonight, so expect to be abused. As I am on with Rick. Volume is perfectly clear. Good stuff. Can concentrate. So, Rick Mastrick, quickest time, 2.5 quicker than King Panda on the mediums, a 1:29.1, and that's a pretty ridiculous time on a set of mediums, if I'm being honest. Let's have a look. Track map here is difficult to follow. It's just really narrow. It's just kind of hard to see where everyone is. Stick on with Toby, he's on a lap coming through sector 2. And that is a 1:30 dead for Toby on the softs. We'll have a flick around as LF goes pole or provisional P1 in Q1 with a 1:29 dead as well. But that lap from Rick just looks insane. Let's see what Luke can do. Is he on a lap? Not sure. Potentially, yeah, he is. Let's stick on and see what he can do. Lovely track here, 6.1 kilometers, 25 laps in the race, 27 corners, 16 left, 11 right, 3 DRS detection zones. Can be a difficult place to overtake on, but it's possible. It's possible. It's a high street circuit. The corners just come at you fast, so it is not the most overtaking friendly track in the world, but you know, there is more than just turn one. It just takes guys working together. Let's go on board and see what it looks like on board. Beautiful track to drive. Absolutely stunning track. Nice and quick through there from Luke. Just rear look a bit twitchy through that right hand section as you power all the way down, staying as left as possible to the wall. Try and minimise your time, but he doesn't. Braking and very important here. Gets it around. Stay. Oh, a bit for Stappinish. Catches the wall on the inside as opposed to the outside. Powers to the line. DRS wide open. What can he do? It's a 1:29.950. Good lap from Luke. Who else on the lap? Eloy Collin. He has invalidated. Adam. Let's have a look at Adam. See what he can do. Impeding can be problematic here, but the Alpine there of, I believe, Albi getting out of the way. Yeah, VDV is in the pits. Feel free to jump into the chat if anyone wants to keep me company. Weather, I assume, is going to be dry, and Adam's sticking it up into third fastest at the moment, 29.460. all the way down. Ashik. So the bottom 5 currently don't have a time set. So the drop zone time at the moment is a 1:30.738. Ducks are out on the mediums on an out lap. Pink and Bark on out laps. LOI Con is still in the pits. And Pink, I believe, is the first start the lap. So let's ride on with Pink and see what he can do. Gonna go on board for this one, just to see how fast these corners come at you. Did you just miss the apex slightly at turn 1, as close to the wall as possible. Up to 6th, 7th, down to 4th. Yeah. Curves are a lot easier on this game compared to the last game, but as he bounces off the curb, that's definitely cost him time. And definitely would have cost him time in the next couple of corners, but if he can hook up the rest of the lap, he mightn't be doing too bad. Let's see. That is mega close to the barriers. Off to 5th, 4th even, just trying to get that car around. Oh wow! Luke has been disqualified for the session for parking in a dangerous position apparently. That's probably the pit lane. If there's a car coming out, if there was a car coming out ahead of you and you're too close to the back of it, it can disqualify you. Absolute disaster from Luke, who had a competitive time as well, at 29.5 I believe it was. Disaster. Pink staying as far left of the barrier as possible. Nail the braking zone. Get on the power early. Nice. That's quick. Heads towards the DRS line. Picks the centre of the track. Edging over towards the left. And he crosses the line for a 1:29.497. Down to Bark, who's next on the lap. Let's see what Bark can do. Struggling this year. Won Tier 3 a couple of seasons back. He's struggling a bit at the moment, but he's quick. We know Bark is quick, and he does a 1:30.329, just about out of danger for now at least. Duckster's next on a lap. Let's see what Duckster can do. The broadcast sound on this game is tremendous. It is absolutely savage. Towards last corner, sticking in 4th. Funny that one actually. Pink dropped to 3rd. Get that extra bit of rotation. Duckster plows towards the line on the mediums. Let's see what he can do. Will it be competitive enough? It is competitive, but it's dodgy for me anyway. I think JJ potentially might look at going again as well. Not sure, but maybe. We'll see. Anyone else on a lap? Colin is on a... definitely not on a lap. He's on an in-lap, I would think. Captain Nibs, he's on a lap. We'll stick on with him, driving my car tonight, so look after it. Colby, well, yeah, slowed into the pits. Yeah, I don't know, but I fully agree with it. Anyway, let's see what Captain Nibs can do. To the last corner, will he drop the 3rd or 4th? Yeah, he does drop the 3rd. Interesting, some guys dropping to 4th, some staying in 3rd. DRS wide open, and he's back into the pits. Not happy with that lap. I don't know. Okay, that's Nibs back in. He's dodgy there. It's such a tight session. I can't really call what the cutoff point is. Go on with Con and see what he's doing. He has invalidated that lap somewhere, but he'll have to come back around again. Anyone on a lap at the moment? I think Panda's on a lap, and he's took the mediums again. Either confident or feels he can go quicker. I don't know what the cutoff point is. Kane Lowry with a 30.6. He can definitely claim in 6 or 7 tenths on that. Hard to call it. We'll need to see the final runs. Wow. That's a lap from LF. 28.4 on the softs. Obliterating Ricks, who has the softs on now. I'm not sure LF needed to go again, to be honest. The 29 dead, I would say, was safe. But maybe not, but I would think it was. But he's gone again anyway, regardless. So, Airways, haven't rode on with him yet. He's on the lap, see what he can do. And he's up a couple of tenths through Sector 2. Very heavy on his ERS though. He's out already. And he still has the pit straight. He's not come back in, so he must be up. Let's see what he can do. And he's 4 or 5 tenths up. That's P8 currently. Duckster crossing the line again. A good couple of tenths up this time. 29.4 for Duckster. That sticks Bark into the danger zone. Early on the cusp. That bottom 4 or 5 definitely have to come out again. Con doesn't have a time on the board, so he absolutely definitely needs to come out again. It's just a case of the guys ahead. How much can they be caught by? Who do you think is safe? I think Pink is potentially safe, but he doesn't think so. He's on an out lap. It's always that difficult decision to make. Do you stick it safe, and you know, if you're not 100% confident you get knocked out, and you take softs away, as that's an Aston Martin. He's coming in. That's grand. Let's see what is JJ on a lap. JJ is on a lap. I'll run on with JJ and I'll come back to Pink and see has he improved. Didn't catch JJ Sector 1 split. There's a Mercedes after spinning in Sector 1. Next car comes through. All looks good there. Let's see what Panda can do. Just heading towards the end of Sector 2 now, or JJ rather. He's up 4 tenths, so he's storming it. He just needs to hook up a Sector 3 and he should be through to Q2. JJ grabbing his first win as well in CDR last week. At Belgium, been here a long time now for his first win, so he's riding off the back of that, putting himself up to P5 at the minute. What is Pink doing? Is Pink improving? He's not. No, is that a border lap? I have no idea. Did he back out? Interesting. Andoni, Bruges, Rick, all back out for a lap. I think they're safe. They don't. Andoni on a set of Andoni, and we'll call him Andonis. Is that a Youssef? I think it is. So yeah, maybe just going for another lap. Who knows who else is on a lap? Let's see what Kane Lowry can do. Needs a big lap here to get out of Q1. Looks pretty tidy this lap. He does need a good bit of time. He's 6 tenths off at the moment, so he has to get 6 tenths and probably more. And he invalidates. That's Kane Lowry out of the session. No. Unfortunate. Bark is just after starting a lap. Con is on a lap. And Con invalidates as well. That's Con and Kane Lowry out. God. Let's see what Bark can do. Is he on a lap? Track very congested. No, you gotta stay out of the way, lads. Stay off that racing line. Bark on a lap. Albie on an out lap. Albie, and he's just starting his lap, so he should be okay. Let's see what Bark can do. Airways has retired from the session. That's not on track. That's in the pits. I think there is a yellow flag. That's probably traffic. Let's see what Bark can do. Is he up? on his time. He's 5/10 up, and he needs every single bit of that. Panda retired from the session. Could be dodgy. He's dropped all the way down to P14 now. Toby is on the cusp as well, and he's invalidated. There's a stake. That is LOI Colin with a mistake. He has no front wing. Might be okay, but it's dodgy. Let's see what Bark can do as he crosses the line. That's Bark up to P14. That shoves Toby down. Who else is Albie, the only one now that can make a change to this. Let's see what he can do. So yeah, Colin getting away with murder there. Absolute murder. Panda is in danger. Albie does need 7 or 8/10. And he's 1/10 up in his time, and that's a purple sector 1, so Albie's going for this. And I would suggest from the time he's lost a lot of time in his sector 2 or sector 3 on his previous run. So King Panda is on the cusp here of being knocked out in Q1. Airways around the final corner. Whoa, that's a rear twitch. As he powers towards the line, he stays out. DRS open, ERS used, and he doesn't improve. He does, apologies, he just doesn't have enough to get out. So King Panda getting away with that. Colin, big mistake on his final run, getting away with that also. Duckster setting his time on the mediums only, so he has an extra set of softs now. Yeah, well, interesting session. Unfortunate for Toby as well, invalidating. It's just one of them. What can you do? Albie did improve, and he had a purple sector 1. Just not enough. Just not enough for Albie, who is out, along with Toby, Kane Lowry, Con, and Luke, who was disqualified for a reason we don't know. The game said it was parked in a dangerous position, but we're not 100% sure because he wasn't on the screen, so he doesn't know either. But yeah, that's where it's at. Brugi also with his time on the mediums, so he did an outlap on the softs and came back in. So yeah, decent session there, to be fair. I didn't see any too much, if any, impeding. Tight 1.3 seconds between the top 15, but again, tight, just LF and Rick in a league of their own here at the moment. But it's early days, it's Q1. Let's see how it progresses throughout the rest of the qualifying session. Let me check, actually. I believe I saw something about rain in tier 2 in the desert. Doesn't make any sense, but let's see. Yeah, Drisa. Wet Q1. Right, let me get up my details. That is an Aston Martin first out of the pits, and that's LF, who never ever waits around. He just gets on with it. JJ having a look at the mediums. Not advisable for me. If you're going around the mediums, you got to be doing it in Q1. That's just my humble opinion, but yeah. It's good to see actually that they've got rid of that tyre warming glitch where you could drag the brake. The outlaps now seem a lot more realistic. You know, they're taking a pace as opposed to 100 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour, whatever it was, just crawling around the track. So a bit more realistic again. Hard to get tyre temperatures, especially for quali. It's hard to get them into that operating window through one lap. You'll see with the shorter laps. You can see with the shorter laps, guys do burner laps. LF, or Pink saying LF has very high wings. He'll be bad in the race. You know what? Maybe, maybe not. If you can qualify high enough, the high wings mightn't be too bad. Interesting to see. Yeah, we would have to see what the first lap is like. Difficult to say, as Pink is starting, or LF is, why am I getting so many people's names wrong? LF is starting his lap, and I'm going to stick on with him and see what he can do, as he will be the first car out in Q2 to set a time and set the benchmark for the rest. Interesting as well, looking through the drivers. Obviously this game you got ERS modes in qualifying as well, and it's funny the way some people deploy them in certain areas, and obviously to get the best out of it you want to be deploying at the start of a long straight, but interesting to see that not everybody runs the same strategy with ERS, and LF very close to the wall there. Let's just see what it looks like on board. As I said, fast track, the corners come at you, and he is absolutely kissing them barriers. Beautiful track to drive, very enjoyable. It's not, as I said, it's not the most overtaking friendly, but ooh, and he invalidates. Just got caught on the right hand side, and it's so easy to do that at the end of the second DRS zone. That is LF having invalidated his first run. Let's have a look around. Who have I not rode on with so far? We give King Panda a shot to see what happens with him. New driver this season in a full-time seat, so good to see it here in CDR. Always take new drivers, clean, committed drivers, more than welcome. If anybody needs an invite that's watching, drop me a message, I'll throw in a link. Ashik with a 29.2, that's a competitive lap. He sets the benchmark at the moment, but I'd expect us to hit the low 28s here. So we'll see if that is good enough. As King Panda comes around the last corner, let's see what he can do. Heading towards the line, deployment used, and that's King Panda with a 130 dead. And was Bruges on a lap? He's not on a lap. I'll try and come back with him in a while. And Donis has invalidated. Let's see what Colin can do. He's on a lap. Just coming through sector 1. Yellow flags. You're going to get yellow flags here. It's such a difficult track. Obviously these guys don't have any race engineers, so they're relying on their track map to not impede a driver behind when not on a hot lap. But you also got to be aware of a car ahead as well. Oh, Colin is really struggling for rear grip. I believe that's where he lost it on his final run in Q1. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that is, as there's a Ferrari ahead of him who needs to get out of the way, and he does. Pink at 28.6, currently setting the fastest time. As Colin storms towards the last corner, Adam Lindbergh with a time out of nowhere at 28.6. Struggled in the early phases of Q1, but that's a cracking time from Adam as Colin comes around the final corner. That rear seeming to be a... Ooh, Colin's back in, he doesn't like it. So that is Colin back in. Oh, he's struggling in this quality session so far. And Donis is on a lap. Let's ride on with him, see what he can do. He's in low fuel mode, so... Well, he's not in low fuel mode, his light is flashing, so... Let's hope he has enough fuel to get to the end. McLaren getting out of the way, I believe that's Pink. Could be Barker as well though, but I don't know. And that's a purple sector, but it's not genuine. If you don't have time on the board, you automatically set a purple sector. It's your best time at that point. And Donna's plowing towards the last corner. Let's see what he can do. His ERS is not in a healthy position, but that's what I'm saying. Some guys are coming around the last corner with 50% left, powering into the line. Andonis not. He going across the line. Let's see what he can do. At 28.8 from Andonis. Cracking time from him. Who have I not been on with? Brugi. Let's see what Brugi can do. He's on an in lap, I believe. Maybe he's not. That looks like he's on a lap. So yeah, let's stick on with Bruce, see what he can do. He's not. He's on an in lap. Who can I go to next? Duxter is on a lap. Let's see what Duxter can do. His first lap as well in Q2 on the soft compound tyres. JJ, who is on a lap as well. We'll jump down to him after Duxter. See what Duxter can do with 28.9 for Duxter. Puts him up to P5. Where is JJ? JJ's just coming through sector 2. Let's see what his split time looks like. He doesn't have a time in the board yet, so I don't have a reference at the moment. But yeah, P5 in Q1, so he definitely has the pace. It's a tough track. If you push it, you need to push to get a time, but if you go slightly, if you outdrive that car slightly, you're in a barrier. As we saw with LOI Colin, who's now on an outlap again. Yeah, I fully agree with Pink. Adrenaline rush for quali. If you nail a lap here, it's extremely satisfying. Let's see what JJ can do. It's a 28.9 from JJ up to P6 at the moment. LF is on another lap, I believe, after invalidating. So we'll run on with him and see what he can do. One of 3 drivers that haven't set a time yet. Colin's on an outlap. Ali is in the pits. To be fair, I don't think there's a lot of impeding going on, if any. Lads getting out of the way, to be fair to them. Can be hard to concentrate, especially as I said with this map. It's such a narrow lap, or a narrow map. Track almost doubles over on itself, but difficult. LF coming around the final corner. DRS now wide open. His deployment is used, but what can he do? It's a 28 dead from LF, and that is topping the chart at the moment. Lee's in the pits. Is Colin on a lap? I believe he is. And struggling again with that car. The car's just all over the place. Doesn't look confident in himself. The rear is stepping out quite a lot as well. Stick it on board, see what it looks like. Obviously we got Colin and Super Striker leveling the championship as well. If Colin just scores tonight, he takes the lead of the championship, but he's going to want to take advantage of Striker not being here. And he's going to want to get himself at least on the podium. But for that to happen, he's going to need something to happen here. The rear stepping out again. Does he like this lap? Does he stay out? He does. He's going to the line with a 29.3, and that's only good enough for P10 for Colin. Oh, should get back in and back around. It'll be tight, but he should be okay. Airways, what can Airways do? He's just done a lap. I'm not sure if improved or not. 29.3. I don't think he did, but maybe he did. Everybody else in the pits. LF is on an in lap. So yeah, everybody in the pits waiting for that now. As Colin is going to be steaming around there as fast as he can, I would imagine, unless he's ran enough fuel for 2 laps. No, he hasn't. His fuel light is flashing. So I'm going to take this perfect opportunity to grab a beverage. And it may or may not be Carlsberg. Season 11. Still haven't been approached by Carlsberg as a sponsor. It's going to happen. So, just having a look to see what's happening. Ashik, I believe, is first out. Still got a couple of guys in the pits. Colin is just coming in, so is Nibs. I think they're done. Oh no, they're on their own lap, sorry. Ashik is on a lap. I'll ride on with Ashik and see what he can do. He's definitely in danger. I have no idea, absolutely no idea. Oh, Hermes is gone. Is that in the pits? I believe it is. Pink has decided he's done enough. I think he probably has. I don't know what the cutoff point here is. Obviously, obviously Bark and King Panda are somewhat off the pace at the moment, but Colin and Nibs can definitely improve, and I'm not sure who is safe or who isn't safe. And Donis has decided he's safe. He's in the pits, or has he just come out? He's in the pits, so he's decided he's done enough. And I was kind of thinking in and around that 28-9 mark, but I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. Ashik is on the lap. Let's see what he can do. Coming towards the last corner. Does he take third or fourth? I believe it's fourth. On the power, car looks planted very close to the barrier on the exit. Is he close enough for a toe? He's not. But let's see what he can do. It's just fractionally improves. Doesn't improve his position. He's in danger there, I would think. Let's see. Panda's up 4/10. Let's see what he can do. He definitely needs to pull this out of the bag. He's currently 7/10 off of safety, but I think he's going to need a bit more than that, so he needs a massive lap. And he is 6/10 up, so that's promising. Another couple of tenths now in sector 3, and he might be okay, but again, it's just so hard to tell. All or nothing from Panda now. I'd be surprised if he hasn't improved, but has he improved enough? He's not. P13 from King Panda. Does take half a second out of that lap, to be fair. That's a 29.5 from him. Dropped down to Bark, who's only fractionally up, coming through the last sector, so I don't think Bark has done enough. Small bit of a lock up, misses the apex. But let's see what Bark can do as he plows towards the line. Has he enough? I don't think so, but let's see. He's not. P14 for Bark. And he is 3/10 up on his best time. Overall, Captain Nibs is 2/10 up. Colin only putting himself P10 at 29.1. Captain Nibs the only one that can knock him out now. Can Captain Nibs do it? He does. He knocks out his teammate. A 1:29.099 from Captain puts LOI Colin out of the session. So yeah, a bit of a disaster for Colin. He's struggled all throughout quali. He's a 10th off. He's a second off the pace, which is a lot for Colin. He's a quick driver. He's normally up and around there. As King Panda has left the session, let's see, can I get him back in a second? But yeah, look, as I said, any point score will be good for him over. In terms of the driver's standing, any point score will put him out in the lead. But yeah, you want to be taking advantage of this difficult track to overtake on. But Colin definitely has the pace. Is it more of a race setup? I don't know. We'll just have to see how that works. Can I get King Panda back in now is the question. We'll have a look in a second. Okie dokie. Back on 1 second. Actually, I need to do one small thing. So yeah, King Panda back in the session. So this is the start of Q3. Nothing beats a Q3. All the previous quali sessions, no matter where you are irrelevant at this point. You're in Q3. It's the final shootout for the top 10 positions, with pole position up for grabs as well. So yeah, it's Q3 is a different animal. Less risk, especially on your last run. First run, try to do a banker lap. Jump on with JJ, who's going to give us the first lap. Bit of a lock up into turn 1, but doesn't seem to overshoot himself and makes the exit curve of turn 2 also. So decent from JJ. But yeah, that last run is where you can really give it everything. It's not like real life. If you crash out, you know, they have to spend 24 hours fixing the car. Cody's and EA have come up with this masterful solution that your car can be just put back together in about 2 minutes. So yeah, LF or Pink saying he reckons LF country mile for pole. Maybe not. I wouldn't say country mile, but he definitely looks quick. Ashik has crashed out. Oh no. Is his car there? Is it gone? His car's gone. Ashik is out of the session. This is what I'm saying. I wouldn't try to push it too much on your first run. Get that banker in and see where you end up, especially a track like this where, as I said, if you just go slightly over the limit, you could be in trouble. JJ with a 29.1 sets the benchmark. That is Ducks, I believe. A 28.4 from Ducks, 28.6 from LF. So yeah, it's who's the next across the line? That is Rick with a 28.5. And Donis next across the line. That's a quick looking sector time, to be honest with you. I think this is definitely a low, kind of a mid 28, maybe a low 28. Let's see what he can do. It's a mid 28, a 28.562 from Andonis. Adam Lindbergh next across the line. But that's not going to be a great time at all. So he's definitely had an issue on that lap. And he's got to... Oh, he didn't. Why did that look slow? It wasn't slow. 28.556 from Adam Lindbergh. Who's next across the line? It's Bruges with a 28.6 from Bruges. Nibs, 29.4 from Nibs. And Pink across the line. That looks quick. And that's a 28.185 from Pink. So yeah, quite tight. Quite tight. JJ and Captain Nibs a smidge off the pace, but there's only 5/10 between the rest, with another run to go, track evolution and all that and all the rest of it. So yeah, competitive. LF with a country mile. I'm gonna say, is that a U set for his first run? I'm not sure. And if it was, it's a shame because he used that second set in Q1, I believe, and he didn't need to. Or did he? I don't know. Is what it is. Yeah, so all the cars back into the pits now, or heading towards the pits. Some on their in lap, some in the pits. And it's a case here of picking the right time to get back out on track for your final run. As Captain Hindsight is, or Captain Hindsight, Captain Nibs having a bit of a detour there. Probably thought Pink was on a lap, so. When you crash out, you will join me, Luke. So what do you want me to fucking do, man? Invite which one? Your CDR account or your normal account? Which one, bud? CDR Luke. I'll actually send that invite now so that I'm not trying to scroll through. There's nothing happening at the moment either, so. Invite. So, what time would you be wanting to leave the pits? Is the question. Let me check my notes. What do my notes say? Colby's a dickhead. My notes say 2 minutes 35 seconds. Adam pulling the plug early. He wants to get out. That could be problematic. He could be in traffic now. But let's see. She's going to take this opportunity to check here too, see what's happening there. Wow, mechanical into Q3. Let's see. Adam Lindbergh on an outlap. The only car on an outlap. It'll just depend when everyone else decides to pull the trigger. He might be okay, but they'll probably start tumbling out of the pits like now or very shortly. So he might catch them on his lap. That's my only worry. Although this outlap is a lot quicker on this game, so he might be okay. He might get around. There is a bit of movements in the pits. JJ is out on track. That's an Aston Martin and a Haas coming out on track as well. That's LF and Brugy. So I'm pretty sure Adam is definitely going to encounter traffic here. It's just a case of do they get out of the way. He only has 2 cars to clear, so it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, he might have just picked that perfectly actually, if I'm honest. Wow. That is very close to the barrier. Very, very close to the barrier. Oh, the car's out of the pits now, and if I'm honest, it's they'll get around, but it's a bit hectic for my liking. I'd have probably just pulled the trigger at 2 minutes 35, which my note said. And Dan's always right. You have to remember this. Let's see what Adam can do through sector 2. Very, very quick section of track. Pretty much flat out, flowing from left to right and right to left. And he's up. Fractionally on his time, but it is a proper sector 2. And he's going to catch Bruges. He might get a toe off Bruges actually if he gets a bit closer. Bruges, he's going to probably start his lap. I think he's too far ahead to not. This could be beautiful for Adam if he's close enough. Yeah, not really, but he executed that perfectly though, to be fair. What can he do? Can he stick it on pole? He can, but he can go front row for no anyway. A 28.3 from Adam. Who is next? And Damas is on his outlap. LF. What's happened to LF? LF invalidated. So there is your pole lap gone out the window for LF. He's invalidated his final run and he's done in this session. P7 at best for LF. Who's next? Let's go with Bruges. He's a 10th up, 10th and a half up through sector 1. Disaster for LF there. Let's drive on board with Bruges for this and see what this looks like through sector 2. Trying to just literally draw the straightest, fastest line through here. Difficult little left-hander here. You can get caught on that exit curve and he goes across and looks like he lost time there, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Didn't catch his sector 2 split time either because I didn't see it. Let's see what he can do. Can he improve? ERS more or less gone at this stage into 4th. Lovely looking final corner from Bruges. Powers his way towards the line. ERS or DRS wide open. What can he do? Can he improve? He can improve, and that's currently second row for Bruges at 28.282. Who is next? Is that a Ferrari? That's Adam coming back in, and Donis is coming back in. LF has invalidated. Duckster is fractionally up in his time. Can he improve? He can't. He's down. The next one is Nibs, I believe. He's up 4/10, and Pink is the next across with a pole time of 1:28.048, taking pole by just over 2/10. Rick, did I miss Rick? I did miss Rick. Rick scrapes in there onto the front row with a 28.180. Kind of a mega session, to be honest. 6/10 covering the top 8. And if you, let's be honest, LF, if he had set a lap, that would be half a second. 5/10 covering the top 8. Nibs doing well coming in there with a 29.9 as well. So yeah, if it's true what Pink said about LF's high wings, he could struggle a bit in the race. Would have been expecting to be higher up the grid than that, but he's not. So crack on, do what you can, but keep it clean, or you'll have me on your ass tomorrow. Nobody wants that. As I will go for a toilet break, and I will be back for the race start. As we are lined up now for the start of the formation lap, I'm going to check the tyres. I'd be shocked to see anyone on hards. As there is guys on hards, Albie, Captain Nibs and Ashik on the hards. Everyone else on the mediums, no one on the softs, which isn't surprising, but I was told a soft medium or a medium soft might be possible. Personally, don't like starting on the hards. I mean, I can see why, if you have the pace to carry them. If you have the pace, you know, to start on the hards with the alternative strategy working out, fine. I think if you don't have the pace, it can be dodgy. I always feel like starting on the hards, you're going to rely on that safety car, but it needs to be at the right time. And in my opinion, the safety car tends to come out around the medium window when guys lose grip. The rear is harder to control. Little mistake, but yeah. No predicted strategy. I believe the mediums to lap, I'd say around 9 or 10, I'd say, onto the hards for the remaining 15, something like that. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Good to see Adam back up there. Missed a couple of races at the start of the season. Struggled a bit when he came back, but definitely seems to have the pace now. As the cars are coming around the final corner, one by one to line up on the grid. Plenty of weaving going on. None from Brugy. Oh, that's a Kimi Räikkönen moment. Class. And then he fucks up by weaving. Classic. Love it. Captain Nibs and Jonas, Ali, hope this camera angle changes. Let's see if it does. Please change. Everybody away. Oh god, this is terrible. So it's okay. Rick Mastrick with a beautiful race start. Just getting through. As everybody got through, that's the hope at the very least. Few cars swapping position, but the rest kind of holding on. To be fair, oh, there's end plate damage there. There's definitely end plate. Somebody has lost their end plate, which is not great. Trying to see who it is, but I can't at the moment see who it is. It is King Panda. He has lost his end plate, so that's a disaster for him. Tricky track with both end plates, and even more so with only one, and he's struggling now as well. As ooh, who is that? That is a car gone round. That is Andonis. And you know what, where he is on track there, he potentially lost the rear himself, but I don't know. I didn't see it, wasn't on board with it, unfortunately. Panda causing all sorts of issues here. It's not his fault, to be fair. He only has one end plate. Guys will just need to chill out, or there's going to be a massive accident here. He's doing his best to try and labour that car around to get back to the pit. He'll almost certainly have to pit. Looking at how much time he's losing here. Disaster for him. Yeah, you can just see the understeer. Disaster. I'll be absolutely shocked if he doesn't come back into the pits, and he does. Let's see what's happening out front. Pink half second, but Rick does have DRS here. Ashik is in, and Andonis is in as well. Surprised with that. It was definitely damage. It's not for Andonis. It's for a set of hards who has quit. Okay. Panda back out. Let's see, is there anything tight going on at the moment? Nice and tight in the top three, all within DRS. Pink, Rick Mastrick having a look at Pink into turn 1, and he gets that move done. We got a yellow flag in sector 2. Not exactly sure who that is, but yeah, Rick taking the lead of this race. Down the pit straight. LF is up to P5. He's on the back of JJ Trim now. Very aggressive on the curves there, and he should dispatch JJ easily enough, but does he have the wings is the question. I'll be with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Ashik back into the pits for another wing. Wow, I don't know exactly what's after happening there, but yeah, Luke up to P15 as well, doing alright for himself. Wanted to see if LF was in a position. Yeah, I'm not sure. Does he have the wings to take JJ? Probably don't want to do it here. ERS not open, JJ not really deploying either, but you want to try and get this move done into turn 1. It's easier, gives the guy ahead less of an opportunity to get back at you. He gets a massive drive out of there, and he's nearly past JJ before he even opens DRS. So that's that move done from LF. Nice little battle again with the 3 ahead. Pink retaking the lead. See what's happening down through the field. So yeah, you got Albie, Barkman and Kane Lowry just really stepping out on Luke there. Albie did well to avoid that, to be fair to him. Got LOI Colin on the back of Duxter as well. That close enough battle. Duxter 1.5 off the back of Bruges. Albie with another 3-second. I'm wondering, does he have wing damage, I wonder? Yeah, he has no end plate. He should really have pitted. This is not a track that you want to be racing on without a fully intact front wing. Horrible, horrible. Gonna go back with Colin and see can he get any closer to the back of Duxter. Ashik into the pits again. Has he had enough of it? Is that a pit? Is that for another wing? It is for another wing. You know what? Fair play. He's kept going. Rick having a look at Pink. LF now is closing in on the back of this as well. Colin's got a bit tighter to Duxter now with a help of DRS. Will he make a move on Nibs? He doesn't. He's not close enough. Nice little DRS train here behind Captain Nibs. You got Con Airways and Toby. Albie's doing alright, to be fair to him. Luke is struggling a lot, but that end plate is a problem. Con is gone. Con is gone. And that's a full safety car. Will I see what happened? Yeah, he stuck it in the barrier. That's Con gone. Full safety car. It's probably early enough to not really affect anything. Are you going to do 20 laps on the hards? I doubt it. You can do it. How competitive will you be? I don't know. But let's see. I'll ride on with Pink and see what he does. A couple of laps into the safety car. Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. But I don't know. We'll see. No. Will he stay out? And he's not. Pink is in. Pink has pulled the trigger. Rick as well. Adam also. LF also. What does JJ do? JJ stays out. Bruges in. Doxter's in. Collins in. Nibs is on the hards already. He's going to stay out. Airway stays out. Most others, a good few staying out. Ali is in. What's Luke going to do? He's in. Albi's definitely coming in. So is Bark. Kaylori in. Panda is quite a bit off this. So this safety car is definitely helped Panda. 3-lap old hards. Helps Ashik as well. But it doesn't because he can't unlap himself. And I think he's a lap down. Yeah, he is. This is just a balls with this game. But yeah, interesting though at the front. The vast majority of the field coming in there. Why are we having people swap around? Rick has... No, Rick! Rick! Oh, lad. Lad. He lost it himself and he's don't think he's a front wing now. That's a disaster for Rick. Challenging for the lead on his race. It's not over, but it's definitely not helped. You know, McCollins, see, does he have a wing? He does not have a front wing at all. Disaster for Rick. Absolute disaster for Rick there. Obviously just lost it to cold hards, but nightmare. Oh yeah, that's difficult. Definitely a difficult one to take. What can you do? It's kind of interesting though to see what happens with the rest. Toby, Airways and JJ staying out on the mediums, Captain staying out on the hard, 6 laps on them. Safety car probably in the end of this lap. Yeah, it's doable on the hards to be fair. It's only another couple of laps more than what they would have expected anyway, so yeah, potentially doing no favours here for Nibs, but I'm just interested to see why JJ, Airways and Toby have stayed out. What is the thought process there? I'm not sure. We'll see as the race unfolds, but another safety car could change this dramatically again. So yeah, you currently got Pink, net P1 in this race. No, Khan has left the session. Yeah, he DNF'd unfortunately. Horrible track, especially them curbs. Some of them, if you ride them curbs, you just can't get off them, and they suck you into the barrier. So looks to be what happened. Khan there, turn 3, I believe, or 4. Safety car in this lap, maybe. If I'm a Harbin that's just pitted, they're going to want it to stay out, but the message should be in by now, out by now, that the safety car is coming in. Still got a car reaching the back of that pack. It's Panda, so it's going to stay out for another lap, which will suit them Harbiners even more now. The guys that just pitted. You've only got 16 laps, 17 laps on the hards then, which is very doable. Yeah, so JJ Trim finding himself where he left the end of last week, P1 in a race, albeit with a pit stop to make, but still. Panda is in again. And he's put the hards on. Yeah, Asher just finding himself in that horrible position of being a lap down. It's kind of crazy, really. There should be a way to unlap yourself, but there's not. Yeah, it's just one of those things. So Panda sticking the 5 lap all hards back on. You think we can go to the end now on these? Safety car will definitely be in the end of this lap, and we can get this race underway again, starting with lap 9 on the restart. And the safety car message just popping up, so let's see, we go back at it. JJ backing the pack up, which is what you want. Guys, you have to remember the new safety car rules. Came in a couple of seasons back. You cannot overlap the rear wheels of the car ahead. At no point can the furthest forward part of your car lap over the furthest. Ooh, as we're gone. JJ's gone. Gone early as well. Captain Nibs sleeping. A second already. Great restart. Ducksters. Oh, this is going to end badly. 3 wide into turn 1. That's not a good idea, lads. Definitely not. As Adam just tucks in. Oh, Toby having to take avoiding action there, cutting through turn 1. Yeah, Toby's struggling a bit here. He's gone wide again. Did he hit the car ahead, I wonder? Oh, limb plates look intact. Small bit of wheel banging going on, but Toby's dropping like a stone. I don't know why. He has to have wing damage that I can't see. I don't think he does. As we have a yellow flag, that's the Haas of Kane Lowry having a collision with Rick. Not ideal. But yeah, absolutely mega start from JJ. Oh, the DRS already from Nibs is exactly what he's going to want. Let's see what Pink is doing. He's up to P3. Airway is struggling a bit now, so on them mediums, which you'd expect at this stage. As DRS is enabled again, Captain Nibs. He's on the back of JJ, but he doesn't have DRS, which is going to suit JJ down to the ground. Just wondering, did Toby seems to be back up to pace again? Did he just not have his tyres fired up, maybe? I don't know. Toby with a warning. He has a full end plate, right? Unless it's one of these ones where you have damage but you don't. LF up to P4 now. Pink takes Captain Nibs up to P2, and he's going to be on the back of JJ fairly rapidly. Rick looking for a move on Kane Lowry, which he should get done with DRS. Just about. Adam and Airway swapping positions as well into turn 1. As there's a blue flag for Ashik, who just finds himself caught in this, which is really unfortunate. He should be yielding to the car behind, in fairness. LF all over the back of Captain Nibs, and he goes for the move, and he sticks to the inside, leaves space on the exit. Nibs tucks in behind, that's LF up to Pink 3, but crucially for him, within DRS of Pink, who's going to be held up by JJ. Writings on the wall for JJ, to be fair, but great restart. Yeah, top 8 currently within DRS, so there's a bit of a train going on here. Mighty traction from Pink. JJ just won't have an answer for this, I wouldn't think anyway. Let's see what LF can do. Can he take JJ? No, he's very close. Got much better grip on the exit. Slipstream. ERS. Ooh, JJ just breaks there slightly, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. JJ keeps the position. Does he? Too wide here is a bad idea. Yeah, JJ just backing out. Didn't really have much of a choice there, to be honest with you. Not a place you want to be too wide. Adam looking pacey as well, who's on the back of JJ now also. Who else are we looking at? Yeah, Colin's struggling now. Nice bit of a DRS train behind him as well. Well, Luke and Ali behind Colin with DRS. Brugy past Captain Nibs now. So yeah, the guys not pitting are just going in one direction and one direction only, and that's backwards. JJ doing well to hold on though. The question is for how long. Adam definitely getting a better drive there than JJ. And he takes the inside. Ooh, it's getting close to LF as well. Just tucks back in, but again gets a better drive. Too wide here, again a bad idea. Adam thinks better of it. Just tucks back in behind, which is intelligent. Oh, that's a yellow flag, and is that Barkmandu? I think it was. It's just kind of hard to go anywhere but where Adam is at the moment. Let's see what he can do. JJ is playing an absolute blinder here. He's just sticking within DRS of LF. He is having to deploy to do that, but He's keeping himself in with a show. 5 or 6 cars behind him just lining up for it. Will Adam have a look here? He won't, but he'll be definitely looking at him into turn 1. JJ, bit of a lock-up going deep, so he's not going to get the exit he wants. Adam with a much better drive out of that last turn. He should take JJ here. And he does. Not sure. Colin is struggling a bit as well. Airways on them 13 lap old mediums, and he's actually gapping Colin at the moment. But yeah, you still got Airways, JJ Trim, and Captain Nibs to pit. You'd imagine Airways and JJ will be pulling that plug fairly soon. JJ's after falling off the back of Adam now, and that DRS train is just going to get him 1 by 1 lap after lap, so he's probably needs to consider. He's looking at a medium soft at this point, I feel. But it's just a case of how many positions does he lose before he gets to that point. Bruges, you haven't a look at him. Oh, Captain Nibs. Look to be having a look at Bruges there. Duxter going up the inside of Nibs there. Nice move from Duxter. JJ is pulling the trigger this time, and he is coming into the pits. Hopefully he doesn't get a speed in the pit lane penalty, which he doesn't. And that is JJ in. Airways deciding to stay out. What is JJ going to stick on? Is it going to be softs or is it going to be hards? I would assume it's going to be softs at this point, but it's not. It's hards for the remaining 10 laps. Bruges and Duxter with time penalties. Wow, this could get interesting. This little battle at the front now, if Adam and LF start battling, this is going to suit Pink down to the ground. He's doing alright. He is using his ERS. He's just he's maintaining that gap between 1.5 and 2 seconds on LF, who has started to recharge now, and he needs to do that because Adam is past him. I was going to say close or gaining, but he's past him, so LF will get the RS now towards the final corner to squeeze in, recharge his battery, and maybe have a look into turn 1. But this, as I say, the suit and Pink down to the ground, that gap is just going up and up. Yeah, LF getting a good drive there, so if he has the wings and the battery, he should take that position again, and that is LF back up to P2. Albi and King Panda having a bit of a tussle here. Barkman Nu just sitting behind it. Have a fast look at penalties, see what they look like. That is very late from Panda, who goes across the race line into Albi. That's not great. Albi not giving it up because he won't. And he does. Yeah. So yeah, we got Bruges and Duxter on 3 seconds. We got Ali and Panda on 3 seconds. Albi with 6 and Toby with 3, who has unlapped himself now at this. Or sorry. Ooh, and he's in for tyres. Why is that? Fresh mediums. Toby in for fresh mediums. Safety car in the next lap or two would be delightful for him. Let's see what's going on. Colin and Luke still battling it out, but that gap to Airways is sitting in around that 3.5, 3.7 second gap the whole time. Oh Jesus, this is Oh no. Bark sticking Albie into the barrier, then goes up the back of Panda, unsettling him. I think he's lost his own end play, to be honest. Captain Nibs taking 10 seconds into the pits. Not ideal at all. Bark hasn't lost his end play, but as that's a Albie bomb if I've ever seen one. Just stay away from that, to be honest. And that's Luke up past Duckster as well, who's ghosted. Why is Duckster ghosted? No! Has he disconnected? I'm trying to get him an invite. He definitely looks disconnected to me. Where is Duckster? Oh no. Duckster is out of the session, I think. Disaster for Duckster, who has appeared to have disconnected. LF and Adam still going hard at it, but they're close at the pink the whole time, slingshotting each other with DRS. Not sure if Bark is suffering from a small bit of glitch, but the car seems to be a bit sketchy. He should get taken into turn 1 by Panda. Let's see if he gets close enough. No. That is Ali out of the session. He's crashed in sector 1. And everybody has passed the pit lane. Line, Bar, Rick. Oh, probably he stayed out. Okay. Be shocked at this point if guys don't come in for the softs, or do they hang it out on the hards. It's only a VSC. Okay, VSC. So yeah, that'll probably be gone by the time we come back around. Let's hope nobody gets a drive through. Position changes, details. So yeah, Colby up 15 positions at the moment from the back of the grid up to P5. LF up 6 positions as well. Rick all the way down 13 positions, and there's a smattering of other positional changes as well. But yeah, VSC. Let's hope nobody ends up with a drive through to this. Can happen so fast. Gotta be careful. That delta can plummet from 5, 6, 7, 8, a second in the green to the red all of a sudden. And we are back racing, no drive-throughs. Good to see. Keeps the race honest at least. Probably helps them hards as well, just to get to the end. That VSC, not much, but it was a lap, but that lap could prove vital towards the end of the race. Albie and Kane Lowry going at it. JJ's going to be pacing on them hards, but does he have the laps left? Ooh, that is JJ with... He definitely collided with the barrier. Something flew off it, but yeah, not sure what that was. Nibs on the mediums now is going to be shifting. Airways on the softs as well. So yeah, that VSC definitely doesn't help Pink. Adam and LF really close now. Brugy with that 3-second penalty, so Luke and Colin are going to try and get within 3 seconds of Brugy if they can. With the laps remaining, it's going to be difficult, but let's see what can happen. Bark on the back of Panda, who has no end plates at all. So yeah, he's definitely going to be coming in. Bark stays out. Panda stays out, which is a really, really bad call. He's going to get ahead now, and all this is going to do is squeeze up the pack behind, because he's going to have so much understeer with no end plates. Yeah. Yellow flag. Is that Nibs? That is Captain Nibs in a wall/barrier turn 1. Let's see what's happening at the front. Going to be hard to not run on with this for the last couple of laps to see how it ends up, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is issues behind. Them in place from Panda are going to cause problems, but let's see. LF getting very, very close to the back of Pink. You would expect it's just a matter of time. LF should take him into turn 1. He's going to go for it. Pink not defending. LF going up the inside, and crucially for Pink, he doesn't get overtaken by Adam, which can happen when you got a double dose of DRS behind Toby with a 3-second time penalty as well. Yeah, that Albie with another 3 seconds. That gap from Luke though and Brugy is up to 9.3, so I would expect at this stage that Brugy is safe, but yeah. Yeah, without them end plates, Panda should be leaving him through, and he does. Good teamwork there from Panda. He's just going to struggle so much for the rest of this race. You're going to have, yeah, and that up Scott's K Lowry behind. Airways nearly running into that as well. Let's have a look at what's happening in front. Pink takes LF. Not sure. I tried to stick behind, but Adam was so close. He kind of had to go for it, really. And that's LF back into the lead of this race. Much better racing from those two this race, to be fair to them. We got a yellow flag. That is a stake. Is that Captain Nibs? It is. That's Captain Nibs moving fairly slow. And yeah, that gap now with the lads being held up by King Panda. That gap from Bark to Colin now, 20 seconds. Mad. Colin has picked up a track limit penalty as well, so that's going to suit Luke down to the ground with the laps remaining. JJ taking Bark. And yeah, I'm going to have to stick on with the front three, let's be honest. It's tactics at this stage. 2.5 laps left. 3.5 laps left, sorry. What do? Do you deploy? Do you hold? We're going to see this. If Pink takes LF, he just needs to back up Adam a small bit, that he doesn't get on top of Pink, that he doesn't get on top of LF, that he can try and take him into turn 1. Pink is flashing. Not sure why, because his battery's full, and this is better. Captain Nibs has retired, and that's a safety car. What do you do now? You gotta stay out. You have to stay out. Pink backing up to see what LF does. Oh, and they're in. I'd stay out. It's about the laps left. I'd stay out. Of course, this is going to be bad now for those with penalties. JJ stays out. Does he stay out? No, he's not got there yet. Yeah, I kind of have to go in, really, don't you? I want to go for a quick toilet, because this safety car could be back in the end of this lap, back in a second. as we are back underway. LF getting us going. 2 laps of racing. Let's see what can happen. Good restart. Kane Lowry staying out in the hard. That's going to be not good for him. Doxter and Rick staying out as well. That's going to be problematic, I would suspect. But yeah, let's see what can happen. Bruges with that time penalty now it's not great. The only thing playing into Colin's hands here is Kane Lowry has that penalty, but if he can, Airways can dispatch Kane Lowry fairly quick, that might suit. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's always a difficult call to make, especially when you're towards the back of the grid. Do you stay out? Do you come in? What do you do? Albie has left the session. Fair enough. Pink now on the back of LF and he's going for it. 1 lap to go. Kind of had to. DRS could prove problematic on the final lap, but that's where we are as of now anyway. And he's going to give it Whaley here. And LF just got the drive over the last corner, I would think. He doesn't have enough in it though. Adam is looking to go through on the inside. Ooh. Oh, they get through there just about. What happened there? I have no idea. Rick jumped up a couple of spots. I think that's pretty much safe, Colin, to be honest. That's purely P6 for him, I would say. Let's see what happens. LF and Pink going wheel to wheel here. This is so hard to call it. Last lap of the race. Very, very difficult to call this. LF all over the back from which he will. If he has them wings, can Pink fight it off is the question. This could be a 4-0 finish very easily. Does he have enough? Does he have enough? Pink. Does he have enough? He takes the inside. Pink goes round, or LF goes round the outside. He gets the move done. And that's going to be LF taking that unless Pink can go back at him. 4-0 finish potentially. Slipstream with DRS. His battery's gone and LF is going to just about hold on here. Oh man, what a finish. What a finish to the race that was. Whoa. Apologies. Just needed to get the lads invited. What a finish to that race. Oh, DNF. Oh, Airways. Sorry, just getting the guys invited for the podium interviews. But yeah, some race. Luke there, P4 from P20. Stellar race. From him. Last lap drama. Yeah, unbelievable, to be honest. So yeah, confirmation there. LF taking the win. Pink P2, Adam P3. Yeah, awesome race. Just waiting for the lads to join for the podium interviews, and we will get cracking. Unless they don't come, then we can have an early night. I'll give them a minute or two. Seems like we don't have anyone for interviews. Pink is gone offline. Yeah, fair enough. Yes. So yeah, that's the end of this race. Super job from the lads. Good stuff. Well done. Good race all round. Good win from Pink. Or LF Racing, apologies. Pink taking P2. Adam taking P3. And then standing me up is what it is. So yeah, we are on a break week next week. Don't forget that. You'll be reminded during the week anyway. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks everyone for joining in, and chat to you later.